Hey everybody, so today what we decided to do, me and Wayne, we decided to bring the boat down to the Florida Keys because a lot of you guys are calling and saying, you know what, I'm moving to Florida and where should I move to? And they're like, oh, maybe I should go move to the Florida Keys. And I'm like, yeah, let's talk about that one, okay? What's your budget on Florida Keys? So that's what we're talking about today. Because look at it, it's beautiful here. You know, you got the 9 Mile Bridge. You know, I'll put some video up, you know, when we were crossing it and everything. And I'll show you around some tourist areas too. But moving to the Keys, that's my dream. When I was first coming down here, I wanted to live in the Florida Keys. I really did.
We had different plans.
Yeah, we went down there and everything. But then I found out some stats. Okay, Monroe County median home sale price, you know, from the Keys, 1 million to 1.1 million. Okay, in the Keys. Okay, the Key West median sale price often exceeded 1.2 million, even in this market. Meanwhile, Florida statewide is about 410 to 430, and that's from Realtor and Zillow. I grabbed all those things.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it. Obviously, the dream, you know, I'm lucky I could, you know, tow the boat down here and go enjoy this beautiful, clean water and everything. But is it realistic? Let's find out. In the meantime, if you like this kind of content, do me a favor, consider subscribing. It really does help out the channel. It's greatly appreciated. And if you need a real estate agent, my phone number is below. Whether you have a question or a location, or even if you're a real estate agent, because I've been getting a lot of calls lately from real estate agents say, hey.
We've got a great referral program.
We have a great referral program
now. You have to
now.
let them know. Yep.
Yeah, that we just started and everything.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the first thing, okay? Insurance. Okay, we really have to talk about insurance, all right? Because Florida's average is between $3,600 and $3,800. But down here, I'm talking to people, and some are like, I'll be happy if I was paying $12,000.
Right. So first of all, we got to address this.
Go ahead.
We've gotten calls where I don't think everyone's aware that there's flood insurance and then there's the regular insurance. I don't know if they're fully aware of, you know, all the expenses. So flood insurance is a big one. And, you know, right now, especially we're just 2 years after the hurricane and the Keys, that's a totally different environment. I mean, we're talking about you're on the water, that's the dream. But what do those numbers look like? You said 12,000 is like,
no,
they wish.
I said, hey, I went up to people and I said, hey, what are you paying for a homeowner's insurance?
Right.
I was like 12 grand. They're like, I wish.
Yeah.
That's what they were saying.
Yeah.
I heard I wish more than once.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So right there, that knocks out, think about it, paying $1,000 more a month just for insurance.
Right.
And then the other thing too is, okay, hurricanes, storms, there's only one road out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
So you're in the Keys, you're in Marathon, you're in Esmeralda, whatever. It's still one road out.
Yeah.
And if you don't get up and something happens, they're not going to come and rescue you.
No, that's the law. They're not going to break that. They're not going to jeopardize first responders' safety, and you endanger other people, not just yourselves, the people that then become the rescuers that have to try to get you out of there. So no, they just won't come.
Well, think about it. Hurricane Irma, okay, Category 4, 2017, the winds were 130 miles an hour or more, plus.
Right. Yep.
Okay, they told a lot of people to evacuate, and a lot of people didn't listen.
Yep.
You know, and I'm telling you, last year we didn't have one hurricane season, named hurricane hit Florida, I think.
Yeah. It was a good break after the year before.
So if you're scared of hurricanes, I'm going to say some positive things about living in the Keys too.
No, not Jimmy. That's supposed to be my job.
Well, if you think of one, let me know. But I'm telling you.
I mean, look, the expectations should be set with what type of lifestyle, and you know, if the affordability, that should be a ground ball. You should know that it's going to be expensive. The cost of living over there is expensive. You're probably going to have another vehicle down there for different
a lot of
lifestyle.
second homes down there.
Yeah. So it's a different environment.
All right, so basically also, you know, I did a few inspections down there because believe it or not, even though I'm in Tampa, you know, sometimes, you know, when a lot of good viewers, they call me and they say, Jimmy, I really want you to do my inspection.
Yeah.
So we work it out, and I actually go down there, and I was down there not that long ago, and I did a home inspection. And what I realized inspecting the homes down there was the maintenance. Even though I'm on the water here, in Tampa area, we're on the water.
Right. Saltwater is...
The salt water there is a little bit different because it's so close to the water.
Yeah.
The house maintenance, I would say the average maintenance cost on a house down in the Keys is probably 25% more. Like I saw a water heater, okay, that was only 2 years old, but it was like in a exterior shed. It looked like it was 15 years old.
Yeah, rusted out all around it. And,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's interesting that we're talking about not just inspections, but then, that's resale. I mean, they have to look at how much, not only what they're paying in taxes, property taxes, insurance, what's the maintenance look like? And if they're not there year round, how are they taking care of that, property to make sure that it's workable and functional when they come down and enjoy it? So there's a lot to consider, definitely. I think the price tag is one thing, but what about the services? Emergency exit is important, but there's a lot more that the lifestyle that they think they're going to see on TV, just hopping on the boat, fishing, catching it, taking it to a restaurant.
Who is the Florida Keys for? Okay,
that's the key
what
thing.
we have to do.
Yeah.
It's basically for the haves and the have-nots.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Roughly 40% of U.S. homeowners own their house free and clear. Okay, that's nationally. Believe it or not, I didn't realize
that's a good number.
But a lot of people that are coming down to the Keys, just talking to them and reading the stats, a lot of them don't have mortgages. They self-insure. They're at least millionaires.
Right.
I like a group of homes that I did inspections. I could tell from the cars and the house and the pools and stuff.
And you expect that. You don't have a lot of Florida originals there anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah.
It's like so. My honest answer is, Florida Keys. It's great to visit. Even visiting is expensive, but I think that you need to be making 1.5 million or more. Like over here, to own a house over here, I just read a stat. It said even though the median income is like 71,000, to really go into a house, you need about 114,000 in Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But here in the Keys, with the expenses and everything, you need to make 3-4 times that amount.
Sure.
Do you agree with that or disagree with that?
No, absolutely. Minimum, because these homes, it's going to be second or third or fourth or fifth home for most of these people that are,
Oh my
owners.
God, yeah.
So yeah, it's not, this is my primary home, I'm looking to move there and I want the lifestyle. It's more of the, all right, this is where we're going to visit and vacation, and we're going to hang out for, 3 days, and then that's it. And I'll tell you, my intro into the Keys was really because of the cruise, You go to your cruise, and then that's your stop off, and hey, great, this is where we're at, and you take the pictures.
I mean, from Tampa, it would have took us 7 hours to bring the boat down via trailer, okay? But look at the money I saved from living in Tampa compared to living here.
Sure.
Sure. And that's the incredible part, is that the people could go visit the Keys. I'm not saying it's cheap to even visit. Airbnb is expensive, everything, but in the off season, it's not that bad. But you really, really have to think twice. Like the inspections I ended up doing 2 inspections down in the Keys. The reason why is, even though these people found me on the YouTube channel, they're like, hey, I want you to do the inspection.
Yeah.
Okay? And I'm like, I don't go down there. But these people that have so much money, they're like, no, I want you, you don't understand. I want you to do it.
Right, yeah. And then it makes sense, obviously, to go down there. Plus, it's a bonus because we're here already. And what's a weekend trip, I mean, it's a little mini vacation.
Yeah, we'll set a plane to pick you up. But right now, we're actually working with a potential buyer. They're from Colorado. Well, originally California, then Colorado. Now they want to buy in the Keys, and they want us to be their eyes and ears in the Keys. So we are literally, that's one of the reasons why we're down here, is to look at homes, because I know the Keys pretty well because I'm here often, but literally we're here to be the eyes and ears for that person to help them find the right house for them.
And that's the key. So, ladies and gentlemen, the pictures online, they don't tell you the whole picture online.
No.
So we need to be here. We are doing this. This seems to be where we're landed. And we are your eyes and ears for Florida. And we'll go there. We've seen the properties. I've walked into properties where you smell it. You're not going to see that online. You're not going to see that there's that mold, that mildew smell. You
No.
might catch a picture where there's the dehumidifier in there or something that gives you a clue. But once you get there and you walk in, that's a big deal. Now we know what type of issues we have to address. And we're saving our clients time and money as opposed to coming down here and then, ending up looking at something that's not, that right off the bat hits them in the face and they don't want to deal with that.
Yeah,
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's the whole thing too. Is I'm going to put a lot of B-roll so you guys could see, the tourist areas and everything that's going on, how crazy and busy it gets. It slows down during the summer, but during the winter, it's really, really crazy. But that's the whole thing. Is you really need, whether you're buying it in whatever state, you really need a real estate agent that knows what to look for and is willing to take
local.
Here's the funny part about it. Okay, I wasn't going to bring this up, but Wayne was up in Claremont or the Panhandle,
White Springs, Panhandle,
just a few days ago.
Yeah.
And now he's from there all the way down to the Keys. So it's like Wayne would literally travel. If I say, hey, somebody's interested in St. Augustine and they're interested in these 5 houses, he literally jumps, I'm not kidding you. He jumps in his Tesla, programs it, and shoots over there.
So technology is making it easier and better. And there's a lot of research that makes this possible. So we have our AI that'll run our stuff and get me some help. But I'm telling you, put in the address, I got my listings, I get in the car, it's cool already, it's driving me down there. It's not so bad.
You know why I brought this boat down here? And it's a 25-foot boat. I brought it down here because this person's buying waterfront property and he wanted to see the house from the water and the channel so he can navigate.
Yeah, and that's a big thing though. We are navigating you, the clients, the customers that want us to do this for you. Jimmy's a captain, and he's licensed boat captain, charter tours, things. He knows these waterways. So when you want to find out these things, it's important because the property is the property, and then we're just looking at, it's more. What are you doing with the lifestyle that you're going to be living here in Florida? You're moving from wherever. And you're coming down here. So the lifestyle is actually the most important thing.
Right.
What's your day-to-day? Where are your fishing spots? Which, you tip them in.
I have fishing spots all the way from the Keys all the way up to here.
Yeah, and you tell them, hey, this is where you get. It makes your experience now the key thing. And that's what we have to focus on.
Wayne is trying to create a la carte situation. That's why I hooked up with Wayne to do some of this stuff, and I appreciate all you guys reaching out from the YouTube channel to help us relocate to Florida. But anyways, I don't want to take you up your time, but if you think about the Keys, have some money at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
I know I keep asking this at the beginning of the videos, at the end of the videos. Think about subscribing. It really does help out the channel. It's greatly appreciated. And give it a thumbs up, share, and watch this video right here. I picked it out just for you, and I'll see you on the next video.
Water.
See you on the water next video, or if you have a question, just give me a call. My phone number is below. Thanks, and have a great day.